Hey y'all, I'm Shayna. I'm back with another review for Summer House Martha's Vineyard Season 2. This is the season finale. I had to come and do this in my car real quick to get it out the way. So let's get into it. Amir, I've been saying Amir can go. Baby, Amir can go. So just to start it off, this didn't even happen on the show. And y'all, if y'all hear the air blowing in the back, in the bike, please ignore it because it's hot today, okay? Summer is literally around the corner. It's burning up. Like, I can't be in here sweating or y'all just not gonna get this review. Anywho, oh, and don't forget to hit the like button, please, and thank you. So, Amir threatened to leave the show if his girlfriend, Natalie, cannot become a full-time cast member. Baby, we don't need a token wife. Okay, we don't need it. And Amir, we don't need you. Be clear. I really want him to go. And if this is how he gonna get out of here, then him and his clear Karen can get the F on quickly. We don't need it. If they even have a season 3. Season 3 is like in thin air. We don't even know if we're gonna get a season 3. And you up here making threats. Goodbye. So we pick up with Nick and Bria still arguing in the kitchen about the comments that they made about Nick. Amir said in his confessional, Nick wouldn't be talking to his woman like that. No, you wouldn't. Shut up. Okay? Natalie needs a talking to. First of all. First and foremost, Natalie needs a talking to. Second of all, you probably wouldn't have did nothing. Third of all, she the one that got the mess started. So Bria walks off per usual and tells Simon that Nick is crying and he got bad, or that he cussing. I'm sorry. I don't know why I thought I wrote crying. That he was cussing and he got bad behavior. And did you tell Simon why Nick is mad? And really and truthfully, it don't even matter what you tell Simon because Simon couldn't care less, okay? He can't be bothered. Like, he really don't care, okay? So Nick is upset because his character, he's telling them in the house he's upset because his character is in question. And rightfully so. He wasn't handsy with any of those women that had something to say. The women who he was handsy with, he had a conversation with, and they squashed it. So now these other women coming in here saying stuff, but saying, "Oh, he never touched me." It don't make no sense. I would be upset as well. And Shanice, I can't read my handwriting today. Shanice, if you have an issue with his wandering eye, then put on some clothes, okay? Bria says that Nick is guilty because only people who get defensive are guilty. And that's a lie, and I wish people would stop telling that lie. That is not true. If I'm upset, I'm going to get defensive. If you accusing me of doing something I didn't do, yes, I'm going to be upset and I'm going to get defensive. Like, don't paint that narrative. I don't understand who made that up, but that's not true. Even Summer in her confessional said that there was no need for those 3 and 4, including Natalie, to say anything. Jasmine gave him a consensual hug. Okay. Nick said he can't even be himself now. And I'm like, is Nick gonna come back? Like I said last week, I don't know if Nick gonna come back because of everything that's going on. Preston is saying that Bria acts like a child and he really can't stand her. And child, listen, this whole thing, especially, I think Shanice irritated me the most because, girl, you really sat up there and said this man had a wandering eye. Anybody's eyes would wander if a woman just walking around naked, unprovoked, for no reason at all. Like, girl, put some man, woman, cat, dog. If Nick didn't look, y'all would question his sexuality. Okay? It was a little bit of that going on last season. Then when he do look, now he got a wandering eye, he got a girlfriend. It's no winning. Everybody would look gay, straight, man, woman. It don't matter. If you got eyes, you gonna look. Put some clothes on if you don't want to be seen. But is Nick a little flirtatious? At times. Do I think he's a bad guy? No. So Alice goes to Bria's room and drags her back downstairs for a group discussion. Why the hell is Natalie sitting at the table? Why is she there? Okay, anyway. We can really wrap this up. Nick ends it. I'm over it. They over it. Bria and Nick, I don't know whose name I wrote, but they hug. I saw them hugging and making up. I wouldn't have been hugging her at all, but okay. Natalie goes by unscathed. And then we see Preston having a sneeze attack in his room. We really didn't need to see that. Like, they're going to throw Preston and whatever he got going on in his bedroom in there one way or another. Didn't have nothing to do with anything. So Simon and Natalie are leaving the next day. Amir said that now that she's leaving, his fun is leaving because he's afraid to let loose and really have fun when Natalie's not around because he's going to get in trouble. So because your girlfriend is insecure of the other women in the house who don't want you, you can't have fun. Go home. And Natalie's not fun. So why do we need her on? We don't need her on there. And if you ain't having fun, then get gone. You should have left with her. So tonight, Alex is throwing his event. It's a paint and sip. He calling it Feel the Space. You painting and sipping. Paint and sip. Okay. So Noelle expressed that she... Wait a minute. I don't even think I wrote no notes down. Oh, yes, I did. Okay, I didn't get there yet. Noelle was expressing that she still doesn't trust Summer. They need to end their friendship and not even try to mend it, just end it. So on the way to the event, Shanice is in the car saying she can't wait to get home and get some D. Girl, that's all you getting because you ain't getting your bills paid. You're not getting your bills paid, so all you getting is some D. But whatever. The music sounds great. Shout out to the artists, the band, the musicians, everybody, child. And then apparently they have to create their own pictures on a blank canvas. No. I like trap and paint, first of all, and I like it when it's already like a drawing, a sketch on there, and all I gotta do is just paint it in. I don't want to have to think of nothing from scratch, okay? It's given elementary school project. But later on, Summer said even though there's only 2 days left, she want to go home. Like, girl, you waited till the very end. You could have been left. Ooh, they delivering my package. Okay, I just had to make sure he delivered it, okay? They was talking about I needed a signature and all that, child. Anyway, Amir and Nick go to play golf up next, and even though they don't know how to play, they're playing it anyway. So Amir questions what was said about Natalie last night. So apparently we see an unseen clip where Noelle, Shanice, and Bria... What's going on? What are you doing with my package? This is why I don't do this outside, because child knows it. Okay, all right, I had to make sure. Anyway, apparently they were talking and they informed Nick that Natalie was really the one who got the mess started. After the fact. Y'all should have said this when Natalie was sitting there. Why are y'all acting like y'all scared of her? Like, I don't get it. But whatever. Amir has an issue with that and that the girl's out of Natalie, even though he knows she's guilty. He said he gonna stick beside her, right, wrong, or indifferent, child. Ooh-wee. So Summer is telling everyone that she's leaving the next day, and Bria tells her that she needs a spiritual cleanse. Girl, so do you. Girl, so do you. Take your own advice. Noelle didn't even bother to come say goodbye. And I don't know. I don't know if Summer will be back next season. Let me know if y'all think Summer will be back next season. So Milo's in the pool chilling on a floaty, and Bria made mention that he's going to doggy boarding school. When I say Milo made a run for it, got out of there so fast and in a hurry, expeditiously, okay? So he runs off, and she like, oh, whatever. Like, Milo done ran out the door and ran off somewhere. And then she had her somebody, where's Milo? Milo was gone for 36 minutes. Had everybody looking for this dog, the producers and all that. And I heard Amir say it's never her fault. I know that's right. She's never paying attention to that dog. Whew. And they're talking about sending the dog to doggy boarding school. Like, you need to send yourself to doggy training school, okay? And learn how to keep... If you can't keep your eye on your own dog, then he shouldn't be here. Really, we just let Milo stay and you can go. So at dinner, Amir confronts the ladies for outing his loose-lipped, messy girlfriend, Natalie. Bria is yelling like always, and next thing you know, she starts spazzing out. She called Nick Urkel, like, wow, that was unnecessary. And then she yells at Amir. Amir doesn't want to discuss this topic anymore, but why did you bring it up? You didn't need to bring it up. It wasn't necessary to mention it in the first place. Everyone just wants them to end it because they about to leave anyway. So the next day, you know, some of the crew, they go bike riding to the lake. It's Alex, Shanice, Amir, and Nick, and they discuss Bria and her mouth. Meanwhile, the ladies are back at the house discussing where to find the good men. Where the good men at? Where are the good men at? I'm trying to find the good men. Anyway, so Noelle asks the ladies if they think it's true that you can have more than one soulmate. Everyone says yes. Listen, I ain't even trying to find out. I just want my person, my one person. I want you to come find me, okay? So Bria says Simon isn't her soulmate, and Jasmine was like, girl, not even one of them, not one of your soulmates. She was like, no, my soulmate is in Tribeca. Like, girl, okay, so then why are you with him? Because you said that he doesn't protect you from prejudice. You said that you don't respect him and he don't respect you. You cuss him out and he cuss you out. It must be the money. She said she'll probably marry Simon anyhow, even though he's not her soulmate. Like, not you settling for him. And I'm wondering, what is Simon getting out of the deal? Because, I mean, she getting the money. She said she was cooking and cleaning and all that stuff, but with that mouth, I mean, hire a maid. I just don't think that they are each other's person at all. But whatever, they like it, I love it. You know, it's that some people can't get out of that toxic mess. So Jasmine is preparing for dinner on the beach later on. I saw her lifting a cooler with Preston. Why is she lifting anything? I don't know if it's because I was high risk, but I didn't really do too much heavy lifting in any of my pregnancies. So yeah. They do an impersonation game, and everybody was spot on with whomever they picked. It was funny, it was cute. And then they were reflecting. Bria made mention that she doesn't like to argue, and girl, you lie. Girl, you lie. Like, you did not have to sit up there and tell that lie. It was not necessary. So everyone's preparing to leave. I got a little teary-eyed at the end when Jasmine said that she and Silas are starting a new family, but he's thousands of miles away, and she's very much doing this on her own, and she is. And it just tugged at my heartstrings. I mean, this type of experience alone, especially a first pregnancy, it can be very traumatizing. Like, when I had my son, which was not my first, y'all know I lost my first child. He passed away at birth. So when I had my son, who, you know, they call them rainbow babies, my oldest, shout out to his YouTube channel, even though he ain't post in a hot minute, Jim, JIM_Slim. Okay, he's 12 years old. Anywho, shameless plug. But when I had him, I remember he was premature and I was on bed rest in the hospital. It was a whole thing, child. So when he came, they already had rushed him away quickly to the NICU. I barely got to hold him. Child, my dad left, grandparents left, my mom didn't stay with me. His dad left, like immediately after I had him. Even his dad left, everybody left, and I was just there in the hospital alone. And I have never felt more alone than I felt in that moment till this day, ever. So could be very traumatic. And the fact that it's not even like first of all, I was annoyed because you could be here and you just choosing to go home. But Silas can't be there. I'm sure if he could, he would. But we get an update, which, you know, was very heartwarming to see. Whether you like Silas or not, this is this woman's husband, and this is their first baby. So we get a 6-month update from a home video with Jasmine's giving birth. We hear grandma in the back, and she gave birth to Silas Jr. So congratulations to the happy couple in their new bundle of joy. And Silas was able to fly in from Europe